Hi, I'm Sarah from Heirloom Creations, and today is the Cuddle Rag Quilt demonstration. So we've loved the raggedy flannels from years ago, and now with the new soft cuddle or minky fabrics, they are wonderful to do. Now you kind of go, whoa, those are going to be messy, but I'm going to show you a way that you can create this quilt, and when you're done, it won't shed anymore. So you're going to start off with your fabric. And one thing you want to do is, as you're working with all your squares, is keeping the nap the same direction. So part of when you're applying the spray adhesive to it, which is what I'm going to show you first, is what you want to do is take and open up your fabrics, and you might have a little spray adhesive area you want to cover so any of the overspray is not gotten on all your other projects. So 505 spray, my favorite. You can spray indoors, it doesn't stink, and it really works well. So spray your fabric together, your strips here, make it stick. And then you're going to cut your squares that you're going to use. You can actually use any size square for this quilt. We are actually doing a 9-inch square. Cut all your squares apart. Your fronts are going to be identical to your backs. It's going to really keep it easy as you lay it out and work with different color arrangements. After you've done all your cutting, these pieces are going to stay together for the entire sewing process. So as you put your pieces together, you want to, number one, put your walking foot on your sewing machine. Next, when you're doing some pinning, if you actually pin parallel to the edge of the seam, that way these edges are going to stay so they don't move around on you versus pinning perpendicular like I usually recommend. Next, the stitch you're going to use is the stretch stitch. Kind of looks like a little lightning bolt on your sewing machine. And then do use a stretch needle. That's just going to make the sewing and all your stitches turn out perfect. All right, once you're done sewing all your strips together, just go ahead, block, 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 row by row, and you're almost done. Next, I'm going to show you how to put the binding on. When you're ready to put the binding on the quilt, you need to have a strip that's 1.5 inches wide. You're going to lay right sides together, and from the outside corners, you're going to move it in about 3/4 to an inch from the edge. Now, here's the fun part. When you stitch down the middle of this fabric strip, it rolls to the right side. Just because of the way the stretch of the fabric works, that's what's going to give you the pretty binding. After the binding's on, you're ready to clip the seams. Now, I have found the new scissors that are called rag quilt scissors from the Kai Scissor Company. They're 6 inches long, they have super soft handles, and allowed me to clip all these without getting my hand fatigued during all the clipping. You want to clip about every 1/4 inch and about halfway to your seam. When you get to the intersections where all the squares come together, you can clip out some of the bulk. And of course, clip the binding too. That'll be a whole nother layer. And once you're done, the key is to go ahead and put the whole entire quilt back in the wash. Once you wash it and dry it, the fray is going to be very minimal at that time. Now you can check out our website. We have a downloadable pattern that will have multiple sizes that you can make this quilt and all your yardage and tip information.